Well, the YouTube been a little busy the past couple days. Um, oh man, I want to talk about nightmare. Past couple days, but I did get to watch the beginning of this movie, but I didn't get to finish it because halfway through the movie, the volume cut out on me. I was like, "You mother, Alfred Hitchcock!" And here's the beginning, opening of the storyline. Once the complexes that have been disturbing the patient are uncovered and interpreted, I think I said that right. The illness and the confusion disappear, and the devils of unreason are driven from the human soul. That ain't the beginning of it. Our story deals with psychoanalysis, the method which modern science treats the emotional problems of the sane. The sane people, the sane, insane, but the sane. But the analyst seeks only to induce the patient to talk about his or hers problems, to open the locked doors of its mind, of his or her mind. Once the complexes that have been disturbing the patient are uncovered, that goes into that, and interpreted, the illness and the confusion disappear, and the devils of the unreason are driven from the human soul. Now, that being said, and I was thinking about this in our little friend. You know, there's a thing between mentalism and, right, insanity, sanity. Some sane people don't do insane things, but they still do wrong. And I think that's where this was going. Because, right, they didn't know much about mentalism until, like, today. And in my experience of learning about psychopaths or people that just do crazy things, like my family, at one point in time, you know, and then you got this guy, Mr. A.D. He's not fully insane, because if he was, he'd be like moi, but he does know right from wrong, and he does wrong anyways. You know, it's just a thought and theory of my nature, because I know mentalism, and I know sickness, and what the people have been explaining about this guy to me is nothing. I mean, don't get me wrong. Being a con man is the worst thing. People falling for his trap is even worse. But understanding what this guy is, I know. So like I say, I've met quite a few people like this. And one of them was a family member. Definite con man. Mood swings, you know. Everything you people explain to me, the comments. Sorry I don't get back to each and every one of them, but oh man. I gotta do it in a video. I stink at typing. And I like to get my thoughts and theories out anyways on this subject of the matter. But once again, I know thank you all for being coming onto my channel. No words can explain. You know, he's a con man. He's got to pay his way or rip people off his way and pay his way through YouTube to get higher ratings. Me, I got to do it old-fashioned because I can't. I'm not the type. I'm going to go con people and get money. You know, if I did get donations, hey, I'd try my best, damnedest, hardest to give it back. But I even tried that and it didn't even work. So one thing that really sparks my eye on this guy is what he has a very bad obsession with this woman. This is the second time I've seen this. He likes to throw it out every now and then that he's got her autograph, huh? Poor Kate Winslow. Yes, I do admire her as an actress. She is very intelligent, very awesome, beautiful performance in the Titanic. You know, there's a lot of actresses out there that I wish I had like big sisters, you know. Diane Lane. Some of my favorite, even rock and rollers like Joan Jett, you know, stuff like that. And but he's over here saying, "Oh, she contacted me. Oh, she talked to me." Oh, I'll be right back. Before I continue my video, yeah, this little sucker stuck in the window dead. What the fuck? There's one big ass beetle stuck in the window dead. Trying to get up in the screen, it got stuck. I'd like to know if anybody knows what the hell that is. Want to give me a? I know it's a type of beetle, but damn, it's one disgusting beetle to find sticking in your window trying to crawl in at night. Yeah. What the hell? Bear with me, I'll be back. Well, like I say, besides a beetle attack, who knows if they're in the shed? Gotta go over this a bit quickly. Just trying to get this video done, but I had to stop earlier. But yeah, it is a scary thought of someone having an obsession. You know, don't get me wrong, like I was saying earlier, I have respect for women movie actors, you know, rock stars, and I would look up to them as big sisters and say, "Oh, will she go out with me?" And Mr. A.D. talking about, "Oh, she call me, will she go out with me?" It's like, what the hell are you thinking? This woman I don't even think right would give him the time of day. That's ludicrous. And for him to keep popping this picture up, you know, hey, look what I got, look what I... Is that the only thing he's got? Who knows, obviously. But, after going over, like I said, reading this, and they're talking about people who are sane, people who are, you know, just get lost in their memory and mind, and you, like back in the day, they were trying to take people out of it, but obviously most of them with the mentalism does not get taken out of that field. They're stuck in a field in their brain. They're opening up doors that, right, there's a million brain cells in your brain. I consider them doors. And when you start messing around with doors in your brain that you don't know about, you know, I gotta fix this roof. But anyways, talking about these damn doors in your brains you keep opening up, finding out. This man has done open up doors to, you know, long before getting on this though. YouTube and thinking he's some great Jacques Clujo, as they call him. I think that's who it is, whoever plays he's more of a friggin' funny man to me of Mr. Pink Panther, but I don't want to insult that movie either. That would be very disrespectful. But he's got it in his own head and his own place and own time is right. And I think this written in 1945 has a lot to do with that man, is right, Mr. A.D. Take a look into history and see what they were looking at back then before mentalism was even a word or a subject. You were all stuck in a world of fantasy, is right. Thinking you all... And in the beginning, is what I did catch is a woman bit a lip off a man, which was mentalism that she did, but, she would be doing a little con. If you go in the beginning of this movie, and she's conning men into, oh, hey, how you doing? And giving a little sweet talk speech to them, mind you. And, come out with, well, I bit this man's lip off. Just like the AD. This movie right here, and it's an Alfred Hitchcock movie, reminded me right of it. And we know who we're talking about. But, what do I wanted to say? It is all Spellbound. If anybody wants to check, it's on YouTube for free, but go figure in about 15 minutes of it or 10 minutes of it, the damn volume goes off. I think that's how they get it up for free without copywriting, but there have been other movies I've been watching that haven't done that yet. And another thing, that what makes me, think of him with this picture. You get all nice, sweet talking with her, but once he gets riled in and suck her in a line, if she was that type of person to say, hey, you seem like a nice guy, and then do a whole 360 with the mentalism. That's what I think. That's right. So, that's what I wanted to share with this, and having all this stuff around here. Mr. Poker Man ripping off con artists. And I think also, this guy kind of reminds me of now. I didn't screenshot it. Shit. But it's going to be in another video, and it's for the Maura Murray case. But this person reminds me of this guy, too. Because there's one thing that this man says about it. A machine that he has, and like I said, I need to go in a whole new video. And it, boom, immediately, right to this. So, there's people out there right now is gonna take vulnerable people, take their mentalism, and suck them right on in, whatever it takes. And this all revolves around what this guy's doing. And just finding this movie the other night, and all of a sudden it's like, bang, wow. And I think maybe, you know what? Maybe it was just a sign to throw in there, because after that, I think they're in they're in a hospital, but to me, an asylum, I would love to be in an asylum and ghost hunt. Or I would love to go there and, spend some time in there. And that's just my illness, and I would feel at home in there. But just to think that, what I've known, and when things like this just pop up out of nowhere, I take it as the volume went dead, because all in the beginning was all about him. Go figure. And if you could see the woman trying to lure in men, just like this guy lures in women, you would see that this beginning of the movie, oh man, you want to talk about, this is what happens with me and things. When something comes up, a subject, and then I go digging in deep to see what it's about and what that person's about, stuff comes up to back up my thoughts and theories. Yes, it was way before 45, way before I was born, but I never seen this movie, never in my life. I've only seen the ones that were hits of Psycho. I love Rearview Window. But there's ultimately more Alfred Hitchcock movies that I haven't seen yet, but them are my favorites. But anyways, I'm going to get out of here, and I just wanted to show everybody this finding of Mr. That's right. And in the beginning, a classic remake, not a remake, but he is a remake of this movie. That's what I want to say. So if anybody wants to check out the first intro of this movie, you'll agree with me and what I know and my knowledge and things that back up my theories. Here it is. Crazy, insane stuff that does come up. But hey, somebody's got to put it in a perspective that people that are not crazy. Like I say, I only understand this man because I have my own issues. And like I say, I have experience of people just like him. So when I found this, what do you think? Till the next video, be safe, take care, out.